Welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone's having a great day. I just wanted to tell you thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Today's DIY, we're going to be making a yardstick door swag. They're one of my favorite DIYs. So for this DIY, you're going to need a yardstick, and I'm going to cut 5 inches off at the end. You're also going to need a couple rolls of the 10-inch Deco Mesh and some pipe cleaners to get started. So give me just a second. First, you're going to move down about 2 inches on your yardstick. Take a pipe cleaner, twist it around the pipe cleaner to the left side. Take a second pipe cleaner, wrap it around your yardstick, twist it around it, and leave it on the right side. And then you're going to take a third pipe cleaner, take this pipe cleaner, wrap it around your yardstick, and leave it pointed toward the ceiling. You could spray paint your yardstick first if you wanted to before you get started. Next, you're going to move down about 4 or 5 inches, and you're going to do the same steps. So take a pipe cleaner, twist it around your yardstick, leave it on the left side. Take a second pipe cleaner, twist it around your yardstick, and leave it on the right side. And then take a third pipe cleaner, twist it around the yardstick, leave it pointed toward the center or the ceiling. And then we're going to move down 4 or 5 inches, and instead of doing 3 pipe cleaners, we're only going to do 1 on the left and 1 on the right, because I'm going to be adding foam to the middle so I can add some Christmas floral picks. So there's the 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and then you want to leave room for your foam. So kind of put your foam there, see how large your foam is, and then you're going to want to put some pipe cleaners, 1 on the left, 1 on the right at the end of the foam. And then you're going to repeat the same process all the way to the end of the yardstick. So the same pattern. So 6 sets of pipe cleaners total, but I would recommend in the middle where you're going to put your foam, putting a pipe cleaner on the left and the right there. That way you can add a ruffle, and that way you don't have to add as many floral picks. And I like to add a little bit of hot glue around the pipe cleaners. That way you don't have to worry about them sliding or moving. And then I am going to add some Gorilla Glue hot glue to the center of the yardstick and glue my foam down. And then I'm also going to add some zip ties to make sure my foam stays on my yardstick. And there's my 2 zip ties, and I just wanted to remind you that I did cut 5 inches off the end of the yardstick before I got started. Okay, now I'm going to take my 10-inch mesh, and I'm going to measure it into 30-inch strips. So I'm cutting at 30 inches, and I ordered this pretty Christmas mesh online from Craft Outlet. You will need 2 rolls of the 10-inch mesh to make your yardstick door swag, or you can use it as a centerpiece or a garland. Next, you're going to take your strip and you're going to let it roll toward the ceiling. Roll it a few times, 2 or 3 times, then put a chip clip or clothespin on the end. Go to the opposite end, and you're going to roll it 2 or 3 times, and then you're going to take your fingers and just walk your fingers up the center of the mesh until you get to the other end. Then remove the chip clip or clothespin. Now you have a beautiful woodland ruffle, and this method is great because it keeps down the fraying. Then I'm going to the top left pipe cleaner, putting the ruffle in it, twisting the pipe cleaner around it several times. Then I'm going to place the pipe cleaner back on the left side, fluff my ruffle, and I'm going to repeat the same steps for the right side. Roll my ruffle mesh 2 or 3 times, put a chip clip or clothespin on it, go to the opposite end, roll that in 2 or 3 times. Then I'm going to walk my fingers at the center of my mesh until I get to the other end. Some people like to call this the Cruffle method or the woodland ruffle method. This method is wonderful if you don't really like working with mesh because of the fraying. This method keeps down the fraying because each end is rolled. So now I'm going to the top right pipe cleaner, putting the little ruffle in it, twisting the pipe cleaner around it several times, and I'm going to place this pipe cleaner back down on the right side. And then I'm going to make a third ruffle for the center pipe cleaner. Here's another way to make your woodland ruffle. Take your mesh, let it curl toward the ceiling, roll each end at the same time 2 or 3 times, then just walk your fingers to the middle of your mesh, and now you have your pretty ruffle. Now we're going to take this ruffle, we're going to the top center pipe cleaner, going to open up the pipe cleaner, put the ruffle in it, and twist the pipe cleaner around it several times. So we're just going to continue making woodland ruffles and filling each pipe cleaner. Next, I cut some ribbon strips at 12 inches, so just some ribbon tails, and I'm just taking all 3 strips, pinching them in the center, going to go to the end pipe cleaner, put them in the pipe cleaner, and twist the pipe cleaner 2 or 3 times around the ribbon tails, and then just fluff and shape your ribbon tails. So I did the pipe cleaners, or did the ribbon tails on the 2 pipe cleaners on the top and the bottom, so 4 sets of ribbon tails total. Next, I'm going to tie a bow to put in the center of the foam. So I'm just making a loop on the left, one on the right, then I'm going to make another loop on the left and another one on the right, trying to make my loops the same size on each side. Have you checked out the bow tutorial I uploaded on December 1st? It's 5 easy bows, so if you're needing some help tying bows, I can link that tutorial for you because they're very simple to make. It just takes a little bit of patience and practice. I also have a yardstick, door swag, centerpiece, garland playlist that I will link for you. If you're new to my channel, I love making yardstick door swags. They're perfect for every season and holiday. You can make this one right here for any season or holiday by just changing up your mesh and of course your floral picks. But I love to make them, so I have one for every season and holiday. I have lots of different ways to make them, so I'll link that playlist for you in the description box. For this bow, I didn't let out any tails because I'm going to be putting it in the center of my foam. So I just took a piece of 20 gauge floral wire and I just took the wire and I threaded it underneath the zip tie, and that way I could shorten the wires on the bow and twist them and then add a little hot glue and stick the bow wire into the foam. Now I know lots of people have some tools to use to stick the bows and stuff into the foam, but I don't have a fancy tool, so that's the way I usually do it and it stays just fine. If you have a better way of attaching bows to floral arrangements, let me know in the comment section. If you are interested in entering my monthly giveaway, then I will have details for the giveaway at the end of this video. But here I'm just adding some hot glue to the wires and to the bow, and then I'm going to the center of my foam, just going to push the wires in, hold it for just a little bit, let the glue have time to dry. Then I'm taking some Dollar Tree floral Christmas picks. So 2 berry picks, 2 willow picks. I didn't use any pine cones, but I did use the pretty white poinsettias. And then some of the glitter branches, and then some of these cedar picks from Dollar Tree. First, you're going to take your picks, and I like to cut mine into shorter pieces. So I'm just taking the willow branches, cutting them into smaller pieces, and I did use 2 of these from Dollar Tree. When I'm making a floral arrangement, whatever I do on the left side, I usually do on the right side. What I do on the front, I usually do on the back. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's the way I like to do it when possible. So I'm starting out with the willow branch, placing one on the top and one on the bottom in the center, one on the left in the center, and one on the right in the center. Then one on the bottom of the bow, one on the top of the bow. And then here I'm just taking my berry picks, cutting them into shorter pieces. One on the top of the bow, one on the bottom of the bow. One on the left, one on the right. So notice I do a pattern. One in the center, and another one in the center. So when you're choosing your floral picks, make sure you choose a variety of different styles and textures and colors that work well together. So I'm just cutting the poinsettia pick into shorter pieces. Same way, whatever I do on one side, I try to do on the other just to make it balance. I did add a ruffle on the left side and the right side of the foam. So when you're making your yardstick, add those pipe cleaners, one on the left and one on the right, before you hot glue your foam down. If you click on the description box, the little arrow below this video, you click on the arrow, it should drop down the description box, and I will have a materials list and the measurements and that type of stuff written out for you. So now I'm taking some cedar picks and I am just hot gluing them in on each end of the door swag or centerpiece. Now this could also be used as a garland. Lots of people tell me they like to put these on their front porch railing. I also took some shatterproof Christmas ornaments, added some hot glue to the end, and then put them in the center of my ribbon tails. So fold your pipe cleaners down, then just put your ornament on it, hold it for a few seconds and let it dry. And then on the other pipe cleaners, when you're finished with them, you can cut them off a little shorter and fold them down. So this is the way it looks. If you're using it as a door swag, then you'll want to drill a hole in the top of the yardstick and then thread some twine or string through it to be able to hang it on your door. And this is how it looks as a beautiful centerpiece. Each month on my YouTube channel, I like to do a monthly giveaway. So today is December 3rd, 2022. So for this month's giveaway, I am going to be giving away a gift card to Hobby Lobby for $50. To enter my giveaway, all you have to do is like my videos, leave a comment, make sure you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. You must be 18 years or older to enter and a U.S. resident, and leave a comment, and in that comment, write the 2 words, December giveaway. This is not sponsored or endorsed or affiliated by YouTube or anyone. I just wanted to do a little something to say thank you. On January 1st, 2023, we will draw one name, and on this video, below the comment of the winner, I will let you know that you have won the $50 Hobby Lobby gift card, and I will give you my email address, and then you'll have 1 week to email me with your mailing address. I will only ask for your mailing address. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.